In this part, we're going to talk about these topics, and remember that we have talked about these codes in previous parts, but let's review them. So as you can see, we are importing Matplotlib in order to plot all the stuff. We are importing the NetworkX in order to work with networks and graphs, and here we are defining a simple graph, and we are assigning a name for our graph, which is my graph. And here you are adding some nodes, so we can see node A, B, C, and etc. And these are the corresponding attributes of each node. For example, this is the attributes of node A, and you can see on the graph as well. And here we are adding some edges to our graph. You can see that, for example, this is the edge AC, and you can see the corresponding weight, the corresponding feature, which is a weight, is 1. So these are the features, or let's say the attributes of this edge. And also we are defining some positions for plotting purpose. So for example, we want to put node A at this coordinate in our plot, and here we are drawing all the stuff, and we are showing that, and we are defining some margins for our plot. So if I run the code, so you can see here is the results, and remember that we have talked about these codes in detail in previous parts, and also remember that we are going to talk about how to plot an attributed graph like this in future parts. But here's the original graph that we have plotted. But in this specific video, we don't need to plot anything, so let's delete these lines, and also let's delete this line, because in this specific video, we don't need to plot anything. So now in order to loop through each node in this graph, we simply type for each node in G, which is our graph. So you can see that G is our graph. So g.nodes, and we want to print that node. So if I run the code, you can see here are the names of each node. But as you can see, this graph is an attributed graph. Each node has some features, have some attributes. So if you want to get those attributes as well, we can pass another argument to this, which is called data, and we simply pass true. It means that we want to get the data as well, the data of each node. The attributes of each node. So if I run the code, you can see here is our node, and here is the corresponding data, the corresponding features of that node. And also we can do the same thing in order to loop through each edge. So I simply type for every edge in g.edges, and I want to print the edge. So if I run the code, you can see here are the edges. And also if I want to get the data, the attributes as well, so I simply pass data equals to true. It means that I want to get the data as well. So you can see these are the edges, and these are the corresponding data, the corresponding features, the corresponding attributes. But now let's talk about how to get the number of nodes in a graph, and also how to get the number of edges in a graph. So in order to do so, I can simply type print, and I want to print the number of nodes. So I simply type G, which is our graph, and then I use the number of nodes method in order to get the number of nodes. And if I run the code, you can see we have 5 number of nodes, and let's print that in a beautiful manner. So I want to use an if string. So the number of nodes is equal to this, and also let's copy that, and the number of edges is g dot number of edges. That's it. So if I run a code, you can see number of nodes is 5, and also the number of edges is 5 as well. But now let's talk about how to calculate the degree of each node. And remember that in an undirected graph like this, the degree means the number of edges which are connected to that node. So for example, here we can see that node C has degree of 3, because 3 edges, this, and this, are connected to this node. So the degree of this node, node C, is 3. So in order to calculate that in Python, I simply type for each node in g.nodes, because I want to loop through each node and calculate its corresponding degree. And I want to use an if string, because I want to print that in a beautiful manner. So the degree of the node of our node is equal to, and we simply type g.degree, because you want to calculate the degree of that node. So if I run the code, you can see that the degree of node A is 1, the degree of node B is 2, and etc. But now let's talk about how to calculate the neighbors of a node. So for example, here you can see that the neighbors of node B is nodes C and D, because they are connected to this node directly. So they are the neighbors of node B. So in order to do so, we simply type for every node in g.nodes. And now we want to calculate the neighbors of each node. And now here I print the neighbors of each node. So I simply type g.neighbors because I want to calculate the neighbors of each node. And if I run the code, you can see that these are the neighbors of each node. But as you can see, we can't see the values because the type of that is dict key iterator object. And because we want to see those values, we want to put all the stuff in a list. So I want to convert these values into a list because you want to see them. So in order to do so, I want to use a list comprehension. So I want to define a variable, let's say called neighbor list, and I want to use a list comprehension. So I want to simply type for every neighbor in g.neighbors of this node, I mean the neighbors of this node. So for every neighbor in the neighbors of this node, I want to return that node, and I want to store that in this list. So this topic is called list comprehension. And if you don't know about this topic, you can watch the corresponding video tutorial in our channel. So once again, if I print the neighbor list, so if I run the code, you can see that this is the neighbor list of each nodes. But in order to make that more beautiful and more readable, so let's print that in an fstring format. So use an fstring format, and then I simply type the neighbors of this node is equal to, and this is the neighbor list. So if I run the code, you can see that it says the neighbors of node A is C, the neighbors of node B is C and D, the neighbors of node C is A, B, and D, and etc. Now I really suggest you to watch this video which is on the screen now.